First tonight, a 35-year-old man gunned down in the early morning hours. Police tell us the suspects were known to the victim. And over in Grand Bahama, the 2026 Pineyard Rush officially a wrap. The results are out, and our Italia Hall has the full recap. We'll tell you who's celebrating tonight. And later, Culture on the Key, how the Ministry of Culture's annual event is highlighting those in the performing arts while inspiring the next generation. Those stories and so much more as Our News Weekend starts now. This is Our News Weekend. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Megan Shepard. The country recording its second murder for the year after a man was fatally shot in the Adelaide community. Police press liaison Chief Superintendent Sharia King telling media on the scene that officers got the call regarding the shooting sometime after 1 a.m. this morning.
When officers arrived on scene, officers discovered an adult male in his mid-30s with apparent gunshot wounds to the upper body. We have begun our investigation into this matter, but what we have learned thus far is that the deceased, who is a resident of this area, exited his home when there was an altercation with another male, the suspect, who produced a firearm, fatally wounding the deceased. We're asking anyone with any information that can assist us in our investigation to call the police, your local police station, 911, 919, and provide that information to us.
Now, police releasing an update adding that the 35-year-old victim was called outside by a male known to him. While the two were conversing, another male, also known to the victim, appeared, produced a firearm, and shot the victim in the chest. Now, both the suspects fled the scene on foot in an unknown direction. The victim managed to run back inside the residence, where he was found unresponsive. Well, two new constituencies created earlier this week, St. James and Bimini and the Berry Islands. But tonight, a former Speaker of the House of Assembly is calling for the splitting of the Maikal constituency. The constituency, which consists of Mayaguana, Inagua, Acklins, Crooked Island, and Long Key, has been in existence for some time now. But he says the 5 islands placed together takes away from the individual needs of the small communities. Our Joshua Williams sat down with him this week and has this exclusive report.
Former House Speaker Halson Moultrie not mincing words after the long-awaited boundaries report tabled in Parliament this week recommended the addition of 2 new seats, St. James and Bimini and Berry Islands. The number of constituencies that will be contested during this year's general election will now go from 39 to 41. And while the pairing of small islands into one constituency is not new, Moultrie suggests that pairing less populated islands could sometimes work against the citizens that live there.
As is the case with the Maikal constituency, we don't have airlift between the 5 islands that make up the constituency. You don't have marine or a connection, mailboat connection between the island, and it's a completely impractical circumstance that they've created.
While not a new practice, Moultrie says creating a new constituency by combining several islands could run this particular risk.
And worse still, what that does, it causes migration away from that part of the Bahamas. So you have the 3rd largest island, Inagua, which is my home. People are moving away from Inagua to New Providence, Grand Bahama, and Abaco and other places looking for economic benefits because the political reality of Maikal is the government has to do something in 5 islands to affect 1 seat.
And while the moving of boundaries over the years has always been criticized and been referred to as gerrymandering by residents, Moultrie says this.
They prefer to invest in Grand Bahama to win 5 seats or invest in New Providence to win some of the 24 seats. So the Southeast Bahamas has suffered for decades now as a result.
Well, parliamentarians will begin debate on the recommendations here in the House of Assembly this coming Tuesday. Reporting for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
Thanks so much, Josh. Free National Movement Senator Michaela Barnett Ellis says she's encouraged by the growing number of women being ratified across party lines as the country heads into the next general election. To date, 3 out of the Progressive Liberal Party's 14 ratified candidates are women. Of the Free National Movement's 28 ratified candidates, 11 are women. And the Coalition of Independents has a total of 16 female candidates ratified, something Barnett Ellis is very pleased about.
I'm loving it. I think that it is important to have as many diverse voices around the table. And the fact that we are seeing not cookie cutter candidates, but candidates that represent a variety of backgrounds and experiences, we can only benefit from. People often say that, women are afraid of politics, are scared to come forward. And I think that the amount of women that we are seeing ratified across the boards demonstrates that, no, we're not afraid, and we have just as much to offer to the country.
Meantime, Free National Movement candidate for Southern Shores, Denali Penn Mackey, weighing in on that dispute caught on camera at the Progressive Liberal Party's headquarters on Monday. Members allegedly getting into a heated argument as they met for discussion surrounding the nomination of Obi Roberts or Clint Watson for the area. Well, we spoke to Penn Mackey yesterday at her career fair and expo about the incident.
So I don't think it would be a concern of mine at this time to get involved in the internal affairs of the PLP. They have not selected a candidate as yet. And when they do, then we will then have a greater conversation.
Foreign Affairs Minister Fred Mitchell is sharing his views on the ongoing boating fees debate. While speaking with reporters following the annual parliamentary church service on Wednesday, Mitchell said while some boaters and marina operators are unhappy with the current structure of marine taxes, the country must balance economic activity with environmental protection.
The Deputy Prime Minister spoke about a review of the application of these taxes to the marina sector. And there are two competing factors. One is the country needs revenue. That's plain and simple. And the revenue has to be properly set so that it's the correct economic rent for the use of the resources that the country has.
Mitchell notes that during a recent visit to West End, Grand Bahama, marina operators raised concerns that smaller boat owners may be staying away because of the fees. Still, he stresses that marine resources cannot be used or damaged without fair compensation to the country.
Our country has resources that have to be protected. You don't want to be extracting or adversely impacting the resources without some form of economic rent for the damage, so to speak, that's done by the use of those resources. So it's a bit tricky to deal with. I have every confidence that the Deputy Prime Minister's review will look at the issue and then speak to the finance people about how they can adjust things if adjustments are in fact needed.
When our news weekend comes back from the break, the 2026 Pineyard Rush in Grand Bahama is officially a wrap. Our Italia Hall has the exciting recap and announcements of this year's champs. Plus, the F&M candidate for Southern Shores hosting a job fair and expo tackling 2 major issues, unemployment and voter registration. Those details right after this quick break.
Crunch boring lunches and enjoy real food at a real good price with KFC's value deals. For $5.95, you can get a famous bowl and a drink or one-piece chicken box. For max value, grab a value box. That's a piece of our iconic chicken, nuggets, cheesy mashed potato, a biscuit, fries, a dessert biscuit, and soda, all for just $9.95. KFC knows value, and it's finger-licking good.
As we close out the year and conclude our holiday celebrations, join the team at the Ministry of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting as we honor our staff and the country's senior citizens.
And as we go into this Yuletide season, I hope that you have everything that your heart desire.
Merry Christmas and a many happy returns. Happy New Year.
All right. That's Taking Social Services to the People, Wednesday at 8 p.m. on Rev TV, Channel 212.
Every week, one show drives the national conversation. On the Record, we challenge the issues, ask the tough questions, and dig deeper. We bring in the experts, the decision makers, and the voices that matter. Our discussions shape policy, influence change, and inform the public like no other. Join us every Thursday at 8 p.m. and again on Sunday at 8 p.m. The conversations that shape the Bahamas start here, on the record.
Well, the 2026 Pineyard Junkanoo Rush Senior Parade is officially in the history books on Grand Bahama. Friday night, the island came alive as Junkanoo groups flooded the streets with elaborate costumes and music. But in the end, only one group could claim the top prize and, of course, the bragging rights. Our news team was there for the parade on Friday night and the results announcement on Saturday. Italia Hall has it all.
Junkanoo is back in full effect on Grand Bahama. Hundreds of residents and visitors packed Pioneers Way Friday night, lining the streets to cheer on their favorite groups as the island's signature cultural celebration returned in grand style. The parade officially opened with remarks from Grand Bahama Minister Ginger Moxie and Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture Mario Boleg.
I think we've come a mighty long way considering where we came from. And to the Junkanoo groups who had lost it all, but they're able to come and perform year after year.
This vision is bringing real economic impact, supporting our vendors, our creators, musicians, our small businesses, and our families right here in Grand Bahama. I extend sincere thanks to every Junkanoo group leader, every Junkanoo, and every supporter who believe in the vision.
Fan favorite groups turned out in full force, including New Generation, Classic Dancers, Platinum Nights, Showtime, Bushwhackers, Superstar Rockers, The Swingers, Sting, and the Bahamian Gladiators. From ancient Egypt to breakfast cereal to global cultural influences, the creativity on display kept the crowd on its feet from start to finish. But in true Junkanoo fashion, there could be only one winner. On Saturday night, the celebration continued downtown Freeport with an unofficial results announcement and an all-Bahamian block party where anticipation filled the air as placements were revealed.
In fifth position with 61.33, New Generation. In fourth position with 80.5 points, Platinum Nights. In third position with 82.83, the Classic Dancers. In second position with 85.67 points, the Swingers. And the winner of the Pineyard Rush 2026 Junkanoo Parade with 92.67 points, the Superstar Rockers.
The crowd erupted as the Superstar Rockers were announced as the overall winners. And in the B category, Showtime walked away with top honors.
This parade was an exciting one. It was an excellent one, well executed. We had all of the team members from the parade management team who would have worked, for many nights, many days, putting this parade together.
Shout out to Superstar Rockers again. I love it. I love the parade. I love the flow. It was awesome. Can't wait to be there next time.
I think we put on an awesome show yesterday. Like the Swingers always do, we brought it to the road, and I think we executed very well. We're not happy with all the results, but there's no crying anymore. We'll be back next year, so I'll encourage the Superstar Rockers to get back to the drawing board, because you know one thing about us, we always come back harder, better, and guess what? The Pineyard belongs to us. You're all visiting.
And with culture, competition, and community front and center, the 2026 Pineyard Junkanoo Rush was a huge success. Reporting for our news, I'm Italia Hall.
Definitely looked like a great time. Thanks so much, Italia. Well, Free National Movement candidate for Southern Shores, Denali Penn Mackey, hosting a job fair and career expo yesterday at the Garventines Primary School. Penn Mackey says she wanted to address one of the biggest issues she's found amongst constituents, unemployment. A number of businesses and vendors like Atos Holdings, Bethel Brother Morticians, and BAF on hand collecting dozens of resumes, some businesses even offering on-the-spot hiring. One area resident, Rosa Claire LaFrance, says she was at the school from after 7 a.m. The mother of two adding she was anxious to beat the crowd in her search for employment.
This Opportunity is a big opportunity for me right now. I'm so happy because I was willing to look for something so long to do. I'm tired staying home and, I don't like to depend on people. I like to make my own money. I love my own money.
The Parliamentary Registration Department also manning a booth at the fair. Pan Mackey says her team's plan is to also assist with tackling the national issue of voter registration.
Last time and the times before, the turnout is so low. And so again, we wanted to make it easy and available for residents who are coming to apply for jobs, for those who have not been registered to come and register, and for those who need transferred, to be transferred or verified, they can do it all here today as well.
Well, if you're in junior or senior high school, you may want to pay close attention as the Department of Archives is holding an essay competition. And all you have to do is write on the topic, why do we preserve records? It's an effort by the department to not only prepare students for upcoming national exams, but also teach them about the work the department does and its importance. Dr. Christopher Curry, who sits on the council, shares the judging criteria.
So we will have a board of judges established. We will create a rubric to determine and assess the quality of each submission. And we will segregate based on word count and division. Junior high and senior high has already been noted. But at the end of the day, we will use the rubric tool as a way of determining and ranking the winners of our essay competition.
7th through 9th graders are required to write 500 words, while 10th through 12th graders will have to write 750 words.
So the submission is the 26th of February. The deadline to announce the winners on March 27. We have first place prize, second place, and third place. The first place prize is a Mac computer along with a gift certificate to go along with it, and with the second and the third place is just gift certificates.
Well, still to come on Our News Weekend, Culture on the Key, bringing together local artisans, high school bands, live art, and so much more under the Performance Arts banner. Our Danielle Miller will tell you all about it, but first,
Bahamas gets geared up to host the big tennis tournament, and we talk about hoops. Our Sports Weekend is up next.
The Whopper with cheese never tasted so good. 100% flame grilled beef, now juicier. With fresh ingredients as usual. The Whopper with cheese. It's bigger. It's better. It's tastier. Get a combo for only $9. Only at Burger King Nassau.
It only takes a second for things to go wrong. Are you prepared? Don't become a statistic. Follow these simple rules. Leave early, obey road signs, wear seatbelts, invest in hands-free devices, and don't drink and drive. I'm Inspector Gerard Cum of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, reminding you that road safety is no accident.
Good evening, I'm Tage Adderley, and this is Our Sports Weekend. The Nassau Cup starts tomorrow morning at the John McEnroe Tennis Center at Bahamas. Here's what you need to know about it. The tennis tournament, which will start tomorrow on the holiday, will run the remaining Saturdays in the month of January. Over 70 of the best players in the local tennis community, including former and current pros, former college players, and advanced club players, will participate, making it an unforgettable lineup. The tournament will feature teams from Bahamas, Cable Beach, Harold Road, Lyford Key, Rum Club, and Waterloo. So expect the best local talent to bring their A-game. All right, now once again, matchups start tomorrow at 10 a.m. sharp. So if you want to spend the majority rule holiday watching some elite tennis, head over to Bahamas and check it out. Now we're going to go back over to the court to see what Bahamians got up to on Saturday night. Klay Thompson had 10 points off the bench in the Dallas Mavericks' 125-107 loss to the Chicago Bulls. The undrafted rookie Ryan Nembhard led the Mavs with 16 points and 6 assists, while Kobe White had 22 points to lead the Bulls. And on the college floor, Dayton Aubrey had 13 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals as his University of New Mexico Wolfpack downed the Air Force Falcons 91-49 to advance to a 13-3 record and a 4-1 record in the Mountain West Conference. Fred King and the Murray State Racers are dominating the Missouri Valley Conference. They beat Valparaiso 92-79 to win their 11th straight. The big fella from South Andros had 11 points and 10 rebounds, and he locked up with 2 steals in the win. Anthony Simultri had a perfect night for the Ohio Bobcats. He went 5 for 5 from the field to score 11 points in only 13 minutes in a 71-59 win over Buffalo. And the Bahamian duo of Rima Collins and Danica Lightburn helped their Florida International University Panthers get a 75-65 win over Kennesaw State. Collins had 16 points and 8 rebounds, while Lightburn had 8 off the bench. And before we go, VJ Edgecombe and the Sixers are playing the Orlando Magic right now, while DeAndre Ayton and the Lakers are getting ready to go at the Milwaukee Bucks at 10:30 tonight. So if you want to see Bahamians play at the sport's highest level, you could check them out. That's a wrap for sports on this beautiful Sunday evening for Our Sports Weekend. I'm Tage Adderley. Have a lovely holiday tomorrow. I'll see you on Saturday.
On the other side of this break, it's time for your Sunday evening forecast. Meteorologist Ian McKinsey has a check on conditions and temperatures for the week ahead. Stick with us.
From the field to the fresh market, you will find fresh, delicious, mouth-watering produce and meat. Discover organic, specialty, and healthy grocery products for everyday cooking. Your adventure awaits. Experience the fresh escape. Sign up today for My Solomon Smart Rewards at Solomon's Fresh Market.
Too many suffer in silence, but silence only protects the abuser. Your feelings are real. Your safety matters. It's time to break the silence. If someone is hurting you, speak up. We will listen. We will help. I am Police Constable 4286 Sinead Douglas of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Let us build safer communities together.
What do you get when you're searching for the whole truth?
Less than 24 hours after the body of 12-year-old was discovered on a track road on Faith Avenue, police say they...
You get the most comprehensive half hour of news.
Breach of the party's constitution. Behind me is what remains of the Victoria Court apartment complex.
Our News at 7 brings you that truth in all of the day's top stories, sports, and our view of the world. Join me, Kendino Knowles, weeknights for Our News at 7. Stay with the team you already trust.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. Here's a look now at your Sunday evening forecast. Currently outside our studios, we're under partly cloudy skies, temperature 72. Feels like the same. Winds from the north-northeast at 7 miles per hour, indicating that that frontal boundary is now just pushed south of us. Freeport 72, as well as Great Albuquerque and the capital, 70 in Marsh Harbor, 73s in Nicholstown and Governors Harvey Luther, 74 in Allenstown, Bimini. Central Bahamas continuing with 74s in Camps Bay, as well as Coburn Town, San Salvador, a trio of 75s in Black Point, Georgetown, and Port Nelson, Rum Key, 73 in Arthurstown, Kid Island, and 76 in Deadman's Key, Long Island. Southeast Bahamas, we have 78 in Duncantown, as well as Matthewtown and Providenciales, Turks and Caicos. 77s in Colonel Hill and Delectable Bay, Auckland, 76 in Abrahams Bay, Mayaguana. Taking a look now at our satellite and radar composite, where we have cloudiness all associated with that frontal system as it pushes just south of our area. Now it should stall around tomorrow just south of the capital, where we'll continue to create cloudiness and on and off possible light shower activity through about Tuesday. Taking a look now at our boating forecast, where we do have a caution in effect as that high pressure builds in the wake of that front. There's a risk of rip currents for you swimmers as well. Winds will be north to northeast at 15 to 20 knot, seas up to 7 feet, 4 to 7 feet in those northerly swells. Low tide at 8:14 p.m. tonight, high tide at 2:46 a.m. tomorrow morning. In the central and southeast Bahamas, things are a little better, but there still is a risk of rip currents for you swimmers. Winds northeast to east at 10 to 15 knots, seas running 2 to 4 feet over the ocean. Here's a look now at your national forecast. In your extended forecast, that frontal system that is pushing through us tonight will stall in the vicinity of the capital, creating some cloudiness and light showers across our area through the holiday and into midweek. That should clear up a bit Thursday, and next frontal system is pushing through us, so we have a trio of frontal systems. Those temperatures will begin to dip, and Sunday again a next frontal system pushing through our area, and that will compound the coolness. Yes, so by midweek through early next week, we will see a drastic change in terms of temperature. Bundle up, stay warm, everyone. We're gonna get back down into the low 60s, even possibly into the mid to upper 50s in the extreme northwest Bahamas. Those high temperatures again, struggling to get back into the mid to upper 70s. That's a wrap in the evening forecast. Make it a great, safe, enjoyable week, everyone.
Thanks so much, Ian. Well, our Waikiki came alive yesterday with the sounds of rake and scrape, the visuals of local films, the craftsmanship of artisans, and much more, as the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture hosted their annual event, Culture on the Key. Our Danielle Miller attended the event, designed to connect generations through performing arts.
Art, fashion, film, and dance, all found at the event, Culture at the Key.
Hosted by the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, the event is now in its third year. Director of Culture, Tarika Delavogrant, says it's more than just a family outing, but a strategic investment into developing standard bearers of our culture.
Our investment is what is key, because the people who we invest in, we make them better so that they can make money for the country, basically.
And while the public was able to enjoy free entry, she adds that vendors and the talent were also allowed to participate free of charge.
They didn't have to pay us to do anything out here, so whatever money they make, they make.
Bread and pizza making classes, a bouncing castle, fresh fruit juices, and other delicious treats were all available for attendees. And on the main stage, a montage of homegrown talent like live artwork by Preston Hanna, Bahamian-produced films, performances by the Anatole Rogers Rake and Scrape Pop Band, the Government High School Dance Team, and a Little Fashionistas pop-up. 3 of the youngest models, Jamie, Malia, and Kaylee, telling me they were nervous, yet excited for their runway debuts.
Scared.
Why are you scared?
I'm scared that this didn't look good on me.
Oi, 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 oi! You like being in front of people?
Not that much.
Spin, twirl for me, That's it. Huh?
I liked it, and I like being in front of a lot of people.
So you want to be a model when you get older?
Yes.
And for high schoolers Kenmaya Black and Jaden Burrows, they say events like this continue to serve as a reminder that their dreams of attaining a career in the performing arts can one day become a reality.
My overall career goal is to become a prosecutor, but I also do want to sometime open up my own dance studio and teach little kids.
Which artist would you like to perform with?
Artists? I'd like to play for DC Alex.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Danielle Miller.
A lot of bright futures. Thanks so much, Danielle, and thank you for joining us for our News Weekend. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Megan Shepherd. Have a safe and wonderful evening. We'll see you tomorrow night. Hey guys, Megan Shepherd here. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to click that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Just click right over here. And don't forget to turn on your notifications so you stay up to date with content like this from the team you already trust.